Hi guys, welcome to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be decorating these rosettes using the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane collection. So I did make the rosettes off camera because they are quite time consuming, and I do have a tutorial on how to make rosettes. So if you're interested, I will have that link down below. And I did decorate some of them before the video, but you will see them later on in the video. So I just pretty much went with pink, blue, and yellow mustard color because that is that's the colors that would go with pretty much anything in the collection. So I made a bunch of rosettes in those colors. So this is just going to be a fun little video of me decorating rosettes and my process and how I do it. So usually when I decorate rosettes, I like to lay them all out on my table, and I work on them all at once. Instead of doing one by one, I like to do it all at once, and then when I'm done, I will go to each individual rosette and add some little touches like enamel dots or puffy stickers or stuff like that. But I usually start out by laying them out all together and working on them all at once. I just find that's easier for me, and when I see an embellishment that I like and that I want to use, I just find a color that goes well with it, and I just lay it down right away. So that way I'm not overthinking each rosette, and I'm not spending too much time on one specific rosette instead. So as you can see, that first one was super easy. I knew for sure I wanted to use that little panda girl. She's super cute. She's from the standouts from the collection. And behind that, I just used a glitter cardstock die cut that I cut out with a punch. It's just a glitter heart. And for this one, I wanted to use this floral piece from the chipboard. So I just stuck that down in the pink rosette. And I just had so much to work with, I didn't even know where to begin. This was actually one of my first projects using the collection, so I did have pretty much everything. And there is so many cute elements in this collection, especially this little one. It's like a little quote, and it's in a little circle frame with some cute flowers. So I thought that one was perfect with the blue. And I just added this cute unicorn on top. He's also from the standout stickers. So that's pretty much two of them done. I do add some more things to them, but you can just leave it as that and it would be still super cute. But I like to be extra, so I do end up adding more stuff. So as you can see there, I'm just showing you guys really quick the ones that I had previously made. And I actually thought I was recording when I was decorating those, and it turns out I wasn't. So I did start the video midway. That's why some of them were done already. So for this next one, I'm going to be using this house chipboard piece. It's a dark blue house, really pretty, and it is a really big piece. It kind of takes over the rosette, but I like it. I like how that looks anyways, and I did put it off a little bit to the side because I will be adding something else to it. So as you can see, I'm just grabbing random pieces and just choosing a rosette that goes with it, and I just stick it down. I don't want to overthink it because then I will be there for hours. So I just try to pick something. If I like it, I just stick it down right away and keep it moving so I don't take forever. And these rosettes took me like well, it took me about an hour to actually make the rosettes and about an hour to decorate them. So this was a quick and easy project. I did the rosettes while I was watching TV, so that was fun, and then I just decorated them really quickly all at once, and I love how they turned out, especially how they look all together. I just think they're super pretty. So for this one, I added another one. Oh, Wait, okay, my video cut off again. So yeah, I do struggle with these videos because they're so long. I have to speed them up, but this was like 40 minutes long, and my phone has like no memory left, so it just stops recording and it doesn't even make a sound. So yeah, sometimes it stops recording and I don't even notice. So anyways, as you can see, I have decorated a few more here. You can see the swan over there and the pretty floral. I hope you guys don't mind that I just skipped through it. I try my best to empty out my phone, but there's only so much I could delete to free up some space. I definitely need to get a new phone. But yeah, I hope you guys still enjoy the video anyways. So anyways, for this one, I just used that same piece with the quote, and instead of the unicorn, I added this cute bunny, and I put it on the pink rosette. So I really like how that one turned out as well. It's simple, but really cute. And these like award ribbon pieces are super cute, and they look really adorable on the rosette. I just think they look so pretty because of the ribbon piece. It just looks really fun and pretty. And this piece that I was holding, the floral piece, has some gold glitter, and it didn't come like that. I just added it on my own using the let me see what it's called, the Studio G glitter glue. It's like a gold glitter glue, so I just added a little bit of that the night before. It does take forever to dry, but I do like adding it to some of my floral pieces. I just think it looks adorable. So I'm just jumping from rosette to rosette, trying to figure out what else I would like to add to them. But as you can see, I keep working on them all at once. I just find it so much easier. And I ended up adding that butterfly piece to this one here. So I do adhere everything with hot glue. Is the only thing I trust, especially with the rosettes, because they have, you know, the ridge edges. So I find that hot glue is just the best option for me, because it just fills in the edges and it glues really well, and I never had a problem with it. So that is what I always use on my rosettes. So for this mustard color rosette, I went with this quote here. It was originally supposed to be a tag, but I just took that part out, just cut it out, and I glued it on the rosette off to the side, and then I added this cute girl. She's super adorable. I think she's from the ephemera. So I just put her next to the quote, and I really like how that looks. I love this mustard color. I think it's really pretty and perfect for fall. And these papers are, well, the mustard paper and some of the blue papers to make the rosettes are from Willow Lane, but the pink polka dot and the blue polka dot are actually from the Michaels Ooh La La paper pad. I just thought it went perfect with the collection, so yeah, I decided to use those instead, because the Willow Lane 12x12 paper pad has like really busy patterns, and when I do rosettes, I like to have a simple pattern and my main focus to be on the embellishments. I don't like to have a busy pattern for my rosettes because I think it takes away from the things that you put on top. So I always use either solid patterns or very simple like polka dots and stuff like that. And as you can also see, I did make like different types of rosettes. Some of them I scored at 1/2 an inch, some of them I scored at 1/4 of an inch. Like the one right there up top with the bunny and the thread bow, I scored at 1/2 an inch. So that is why it's bigger, and it's actually bulkier, which I do like, but for the sake of my pen pals, I decided to make them the bigger but more thin styled ones, like when you score it at 1/4 of an inch, because it's just easier to use on your projects and it doesn't make it so bulky. So Yeah, that one turned out super cute. The one with the panda little girl in the frame and the bird. I just love that one. I just think it's adorable. And I am almost done with these. This was a pretty long video because I was just taking my time, and this took me like an hour, like I said. So yeah, I had to speed it up quite a bit. For this mustard color rosette, I added that little frame piece, and then it also had a like piece that goes inside of it, but I did add some foam tape to it so it stands out, and I just love the dimension. I think it just adds more interest. So I added a few layers of foam tape to that one, and then I added this cute girl. I think she's from the ephemera as well, or maybe she's from the sticker sheet. I'm not 100% sure, but she's from the collection anyways. Yeah, I think she's from the ephemera. So I just put the little panda girl in between the frame and the little piece on top with the foam tape, so she's like in the middle of them. And I just like how that looks because it just makes it look cool and interesting, and it just adds lots of dimension. So I was kind of running out of ideas at this point. I just didn't want to be repetitive and use the same embellishments over and over. So I did go over to the sticker sheet and pull out some of the elements from there, like this cute girl. And then I just added this pretty heart on top. And a phrase sticker. I think they just top it off really well. I love adding word stickers to my rosettes. I just think they look really nice and just add like the perfect finishing touch. So now I'm going over to my puffy stickers to just do some final embellishing and to add a little bit more interest. So I added these 3 little houses. I actually think I end up taking those out and maybe putting something else in there. I don't quite remember, but yeah, those are from the puffy stickers. So I am almost done. So now I'm just gonna add some finishing touches to my rosettes just to make them look a little bit more fuller and more interesting. So these are kind of like the foam thickers from the collection. They're like foam and then they have like cardstock on top, which I absolutely love. These stick so well. I just love them. Actually, once you stick it down, you could probably never get it back up without ruining what's underneath. So yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing. But I really don't like when my stickers don't actually stick. It's super annoying. So these are just perfect. So for this rosette, I just added that kitty little portrait thing. I think it's adorable. And I just topped that with the word sticker. And I usually don't use black in my crafting. If you've been following me for a while, you would know that I very rarely use black just because I like to keep it fun and colorful, and sometimes it just it just doesn't match. But this collection just goes perfectly with the black little touches. I actually love it, and I think it just goes really well with it. So yeah, I was kind of like apprehensive at first, but now I just love it, especially these word stickers. I think they're perfect. So these are just the foam pieces. I'm just adding them to my rosettes. I added 2 of them to that floral piece, and I love how that looks. And I'm just going around trying to add some finishing touches. So I just grab some little pieces and then I just test it out in each rosette, and whichever one I like is the one that will stick it to. So this is much easier for me than working on each rosette by itself, because that would just take me forever and I would definitely overthink it so much that I would end up not even liking them. So maybe if you are decorating some rosettes, you can do them all at once like me, or just do them one by one, whatever is easier for you. Anyways, I'm rambling. So I just added that cute bow to that one with the bunny. The bow is from a Maggie Holmes collection. I'm not sure which one, but it's one of her old collections. And I wanted to use some of these thread bows, but quite honestly, the colors of the bows don't really go with the embellishments. They're kind of like different. I don't know. So I barely use those bows, but I think they're so adorable. They just don't go with the colors very well, in my opinion. But anyways, now I disappeared, but I think I am almost done. So yeah, I want to grab some of this trim, and I just like to lay it on the edges of stuff. It just makes it look pretty. So I just added this pretty blue teal one from Hobby Lobby to the edge of the heart, just to add some different textures and dimension, and yeah, just makes it more fun. It's all about the little details, in my opinion. So I added this pretty gray bow from the same pack as the other bow that I added to the bunny. Okay, so I am pretty much done. So now I'm just going to show you guys some close-ups of each one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some inspiration. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified when I post, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!